A very warm welcome to each one of you on our 15th episode of Nature's Orbit Torchlight series. It is our utmost pleasure and honor to have with us Ms. Rekha Lalla, Program Manager, Green Campus Program, the Climate Reality Project India. Ms. Rekha Lalla is a CII-certified expert and TEDx speaker on climate change and sustainability. A Buddhist scholar, she has been an educator and she has taught science for 24 years and was also the head of TERI, Prakriti School, Gurgaon. Ms. Lalla holds master's degree in botany. She is an environmentalist, mentor, and climate reality leader. She is an artist, having conducted painting exhibitions at India Habitat Center and CSOI. She has authored children's books in general knowledge and science. She has played a vital role in several educational and environmental projects undertaken by the Department of Environment, Government of Delhi. She has designed educational toys for LEO METTLE Thomson Connect. She has worked with several NGOs and was also awarded for environmental projects by the then Chief Minister, Ms. Sheila Dixit. A very warm welcome to you, Rekha ji. It's wonderful to
Thank
have
you
you
so
here.
much.
It's a privilege. And thank you so much for taking out time for us.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you so much.
Please, could you let us know about your journey in the Climate Reality Project and the Green Campus program?
Oh, yes. I have been a teacher always. It's been 25 years. I have taught science as an HOD. Then I was also the head of a school. That school it was started by the Energy Resource Institute. It was the first school they started in their TERI Gwal Pahadi village there. And unfortunately, it closed down. So I was looking for an opportunity, especially in as I'm very passionate about climate change, and I wanted to do something in environment field only. And when climate change offered me the job or come on the board, so I joined, and I willingly and I jumped to it, and that's how I started. And then I made the Green Campus program for them, and that is what I'm running here now. So with Climate Reality Project, I'm really thankful to them for giving me a chance to work for the Green Campus program. And that's what I do now in different schools, colleges, universities. Now, initially we started with very like one or two school only, but we first year it was 9 schools we awarded as Green Campus, and later on now we have universities also, and people joining in with a lot of their own schools, like trusts coming up and telling us that we can take the Green Campus program to them. So that's how my journey is. It started with teaching, and I'm here. What I have learned, I think I am now teaching others.
Oh, super, super. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like what you learn, you uh, teach to give it to others. Basically. Yeah,
Yes.
excellent. And can you tell us little bit about the climate reality project? Like,
Yes, the Green Campus program, actually, it is like how there are so many young people and students also. They are learning everything, they know everything, but they don't know how much of resources they are taking in from the environment. So, a Green Campus program is basically they are making their own carbon footprint, their carbon footprint, their own, then their school's carbon footprint, and the same they can do it for their school home also. So how much resources they are taking, air, water, waste, energy, so how much they are using, they can calculate. It is actually a calculation of everything, audit of the system, how much they are using, do they have solar, do they have alternative sources of energy, or they are having a waste. So they learn a lot about. So once they come into it, join, so as a teacher can be facilitating them into the 5 components. They can see the biodiversity around them. Are there any? And interesting part is that in one school they were not even aware that they have fruit bats. So I stayed with the students, and in the evening they found that there are so many black things. I said they are nothing, they are fruit bats only. They said, I think ma'am, if we would have never done this audit, we would have not known that we have fruit bats. And there are so many changes. Once they know about their system, how much they are using, how they can improve, they start doing it at their home and their society. I think they are the people which I think change starts. We have already spoiled the environment, so now everything is in their hand. Climate is worse, so I think they need to take action. We have done what we could. I think we had the nice air, we had the clean water, and they don't have. That's the sad part. So the Green Campus program is to help them understand their environment, understand their systems, what they have, so that they can take action.
It's very important, as you said, to catch them young.
Yes.
And, it's like, growing the saplings, they're like a sapling, which will emerge as a very strong tree. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's a very nice, noble initiative, actually. Thank you for sharing that with us. And can you please let us know if you can share about your multiple roles of being a Buddhist scholar, academician, artist also, climate reality leader, and you have been a designer of educational toys as well. So can you share a little bit about
Yes.
that?
Okay. See, I'm a Buddhist, so I joined Buddhism, but I was not aware of Buddhism. So I thought, why not do a diploma in it, so that I understand how it started, what is the journey, and everything. And at my age, I joined. My husband said, no, not, nobody will give you an entry at that age. I said, learning doesn't have a full stop. I have to
Exactly.
learn it. So I joined an institute which gave me an entry. I was a student, and it was very nice after so many years when you become a student. And I learned everything, and I given examinations also, final examination, got good marks in Buddhist studies, and I have done it from. And then I understand very much about what the Buddhism is and why I'm following it, why I'm passionate. And then I'm 100% sure that where I'm good, I'm in good hands, and this is what my journey is. So it makes you more calm. It
Hmm.
tells you to accept things as it is, and not take too much of actions which we keep on doing, where we, I think I'm very hyper, immediately anxious. I think these are the things young people are. I think I will say everyone to at least follow the policy of Buddhism, and that's what it is. So that is what my Buddhism story is. Another thing is, I keep having, a very good artist. I keep having my exhibitions everywhere. I
Oh,
paint on canvas with oil, with the other colors and everything. I use a lot of mediums and put my exhibitions. I'm good, pretty good at it. In my home, you will find all walls covered with my paintings.
oh,
So
very
that
nice.
is my journey as an artist. Yes. So I see art in everything. Yes. And I think the last thing you said was
Regarding the as an academician and a designer of educational toys.
yes. So while I was teaching, I got a call from Thomson Connect. They design educational toys. So they told me that, will you help us, as I was the science. So they have given me two streams of social studies and science. LEO Metal toys. So I never believed. I said, LEO Metal is calling me to design toys. They said, you don't have to do anything. You sit back at home and do something. At that time, I'm saying it's 2009 or 10. At that time, we never had these phones, internet, broadband, nothing was there. And these WhatsApp, these are very new thing. Just now it started. So at that time, the people used to come to my home, pick up what I have made for the toys, and then go and implement. So it was a very long journey when I started. And as an academician also, I was very passionate about climate change. I keep doing campaigns, and but in my campaigns again, there was no WhatsApp, no Facebook, nothing was there. So we used to make posters, go to different every household in my locality, tell them and educate them, have nukkad nataks to educate them about the issue, about especially about plastics. And so my students had eco club I had. So I was the eco club in charge of the school. So we used to go to different places. I used to really love it, and teach people about, come Ganesh Chaturthi now, Ganpati Visarjan. I tell them, okay, you can make it, and we have potters fitting there, make that and dry it and give it to people. So a lot of things we used to do, and I used to love that. small changes, maybe changing them. So I feel that these are the young people, they would be at some position where if they take a decision, they should be in the favor of environment. Maybe I'm not there, you may be not there, but those young ones, if we tell them, okay, this is what the reality is, maybe they will take some action.
Yes, exactly. They're very quick at grasping what is, and they don't have any conversations in their mind.
Yeah.
They don't come
Yes,
from any knowledge. That's the
yes,
best part.
yes,
Grown-ups are all very grown-up and they come from a lot of knowledge. But the young ones, they don't come from that. Everything is very new for them. And
yes,
you know, the it's a very nice blend of, while I'm speaking to you as well, it feels like I feel very much at comfort and at ease. So I guess being a Buddhist scholar,
yeah.
you bring about that thing. So I'm sure when you're speaking to children also, they also feel at ease when you're speaking to them, and that's a very big influence on them for them to take action. And the kind of
Yes,
work that you're doing with them, it's great. And I guess that's where everything for you is. It looks like it's at the moment. It's not like something that's here. It's all out there for you. So that's very inspiring. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And the blend of everything is really what makes it so special. What kind of educational and environmental projects have you undertaken for the Department of Environment, Government of Delhi? And
okay.
what's your
So there
vision
were
for that? Yeah.
there were a lot of campaigns and lot of programs. I was used to participate in that, but I started about that time plastics. I think now only 1 month just a month before only there was an announcement that the plastic is banned. But again, there was plastics everywhere. They changed that small thin plastic to thick plastic. So I don't know what is the difference. I'm a layman in that, but I feel that there is no change from the thin plastic. Now that has become thick plastic. But plastic, I know that when there are so many uses, there are so many, but I think there should be whatever the companies are using, they should recycle that. That is the
Yes,
company's responsibility to take their products back and
yes,
recycle them. They should not dump it up in the landfill. And the kind of waste like segregation is a very very important. That's what I feel. And the way people now, I think that is whose responsibility. Is it community's responsibility? It is government responsibility. Whose responsibility is it to segregate the waste and take back? And if I'm segregating at home and if you are putting it all together and it is going into the landfill, what is the use?
what's the use?
At the end, there is no use at all if it is going to a Dalos, and from the Dalos, it is going to the landfill. So I'm doing that segregation at home. So I think so that is why I always involve my students in segregation. They used to come in Sundays, and poor thing, I was a strict teacher. I think take them on Sundays, also call them, go to I think we had a colony out there in near the school, go to different household, tell them how to do composting. We had given them kambas where they used to do composting in their homes. We have distributed them. We told them to keep the recyclable separate so that we can collect and give it to another. There was an NGO which used to collect it for us and use that recyclables. So that part, it was not nothing. It was just to teach the people that yes, we can make ourselves as a zero community. So I don't know how much it was, the impact was, how much it was, but I keep doing my own thing. I think crazy things, I would say now. If I look back now at that time, going with the people, and I don't know why I used to do it, but I used to do it. No
Uh,
different campaigns, something running, leaving my home early, and then my husband will say on a Sunday, and going with the students around and telling them. So I think I was crazy about teaching an environment to the student. So one
yeah.
day, one parent came and they saw that they were weighing the waste. So I was a little embarrassed. I said, "What will the parents say? That what is this teacher doing? Telling them to weigh the waste, how much it is generated? Because every day we have to take an average of how much waste we generate in a month. So maybe
Okay.
for a week we need to take and then double it and do whatever." So the parents saw it that she has become quite late, she is not returned, and she saw me with the kid weighing the waste. So I was a little embarrassed with the spring balance. We were doing the thing. So that was me, the crazy teacher, science teacher, which was making them do these things. I don't know whether it was
I,
good or bad, but yeah.
Actually, I wish I had a science teacher like that when I was in school, because I would love to have had a science teacher like you, uh, because you know how it was in those days. Uh,
Yeah.
it was very strict and were very bookish, and this is
Bookish. Yeah.
nobody was there to actually who will bring about a change, who will bring about like a change maker. It was all as per book, as per rule, memorize and just do the work and theory and all that. This is very practical on the ground, and this is the future. What you have bringing about is the future for the children. So it's their future that they are, they're going to, regenerate. It is not like for us. It is for them. It's for them only. You're giving that, and that's excellent. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Like to know, like from Delhi, like where else in India do you want to, in the future, like you want to go across, like to different places? Oh,
I think everywhere, wherever I can impart about knowledge about climate change and environment, I would love to go and associate. I always feel that I have got enough from my environment, but now I think the time is to give back whatever the years I have left with. So connect with the like-minded people, help them out, and bring out the best, especially the kids. I feel really sad for them that they are born into a world where they have seen the COVID, different forms of COVID, and still it has not gone. So who is responsible? This is how it is. Again, it is a zoonotic disease, and they would have see in my lifetime I have seen it is for the first time, but they will see such effects more
yes,
and more and more. And when we say 2030, 2030, we keep saying at that time there will just the changes would become irreversible. So which we have not even expected. Something we thought we would come after 10 years, we can see it now. The changes are so rampant and very evident. Very, it is in climate is intensifying, and we can see the effect. So it is sad. I feel sad for the younger generation, which has to see these changes again and again.
yes, and like together we can create an impact. So as you said, we all join hands together and really take actions. It'll it'll salvage something for the future generation. I'm not
Yes,
saying it will
I know.
repair everything back to normal like how it was 100 years ago, but it'll salvage something for them. And that's we need more people like you to do that. Even I was in my climate reality workshop. Uh, you are my mentor from the climate reality workshop. So I saw the way you were inspiring, and the way you had brought everyone together there itself. Like everyone was with you completely. So I can imagine the children also how they can be with you. So yes, yeah, thank you. And which of the 17 sustainable UN Sustainable Development Goals are you most aligned with, and why?
I think number one is the climate change. That is, I think 17, 13, goal number 13. Another one is, I feel the communities. Communities have a lot of strength. When the communities come together to bring in change, I think they can change the cities, they can change the world. So, if a student which is learning from the school going back to the community, if the community join hand, imagine the kind of impact we would do. And if so many communities and we have so many RWAs, so many things, so why don't we do it all? We keep blaming the government that government hasn't done this thing. There is no rainwater harvesting. We don't know about it. If the student is taking that knowledge from the school to their own society or their community and see the change, how it will change everything, I think that becomes a bigger impact. So that is the SDG rule, which I feel will climate change is of course there, but we need now the change and action. Action is climate action is what is required now.
Yes, and as you said, community. So the leaders of the communities are the children.
Yes,
They will lead the community.
they will.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it's not like TikTok and being leaders in TikTok and social media. All that is fine. It has its own place. Right now, what's required is leaders of community, as you said, to bring about change.
And Aditya, all the young people, we always believe that they play TikTok, they play video games, they play this thing. But once you talk to them, you will find them more intelligent. Maybe because of the Google or the search engines we have now, they are more intelligent and more aware than I was at that time. As a teacher, also, I think in 2009, when I was impacting them and calling them and telling them everything. I think now they know everything. They can teach you a one or two thing, then I am teaching them, I should teach them. But the practically, I think we need to bridge that gap, that practical application, and telling them how that can be changed. That part we have to bridge. And
Yes,
students are,
exactly. The exposure to information is much more now than it was even 10
much
years ago or 12 years ago.
yes,
So that exposure, when it is put to good use, then they can become leaders and drive the community.
definitely, definitely.
Yes, exactly. Not like use it for unwanted things, like right
Unwanted.
this kind of
Yeah, yeah.
this kind of.
Everything has a bad or good impact, and similarly for the internet also, I will say that yes, it was very good in pandemic. They could at least study for 2 years. uh,
Exactly.
they were sitting at home, and schools have started now only. At least the little whatever the studies they have done it because of this only. And I think schools have come up and they have increased and they have updated their systems. They have learned a lot, and students have also learned a lot. But yes, for good, and their knowledge is increased. But I want them to put them into action. That climate action is very, very required from the young people.
Yes, exactly, and that's actually my next question. Uh, Not just for the young people, as you said, it's easy to influence the younger generation in terms of the school children through the programs and all. Uh, they're more receptive. I'm actually now addressing the slightly older, maybe the ones who are working, and young professionals, even the college students, like above 18 and above 21. What is the message you want to give them to take action?
They are more powerful, they have more power than the younger ones. Younger ones have to take permission from parents and everything for doing anything. The older ones, they have more power. They can take decisions, they can take everything into their hand, and they can change the society in minutes. I think I visited Hyderabad. You are in Hyderabad?
Yes, I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have visited Hyderabad in one of the school and took a promise that I will come next only when they will clean the lake near their college. So
Oh,
it was a Bhavan's College of Engineering, and
yes,
so I told them the next lake when you clean it up on inauguration, you call me. Then only I'll come now. Otherwise, I will. You see the Hussain Sagar Lake, how it is. It is so bad. And
very
I
bad.
know Yamuna is bad in Delhi. There are all the water bodies. They are so dirty. But the young people, you have so much of power. Why don't you take action? See, I told them you must take, and all everywhere you go, water bodies are like this. That's why I think they have more power. They can do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's what's required because they're the ones who can. Peaceful protest is done by them most of the time.
Yes.
But the peaceful march towards climate action is what is required now. We want more young people, like as you said now. Even in Hyderabad there are many lakes. Even there is a lake called Kapra Lake, which is in Sainik Puri. That's also it's very it's in a very bad shape. So a lot, if all the colleges and companies, corporates get together, or even the IT companies, the young people working there, they give some time. I think that would be great
Mhm.
to clean up.
Yeah, yeah, why not? They should take action. And all of them, they were very passionate, and they said, "Yes, ma'am, we will do it." So let me. I'm waiting for their call so that
Sure.
I can go and see what kind of work which they have done.
Yes, 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 and looking forward to that too. And yeah, so this brings us to an end to the episode, Rekha ji, and it was very nice of you to share about your journey, about your different attributes, and and how you have led the children through your Green Campus programs and explaining that in detail, as well as about the Climate Reality Project uh, and what kind of actions the young can take, and starting catching them young, and even the ones who are older, and all of us coming together as a community, and the thing about climate action, the climate change is rampant, and how they can safeguard their future, and you being the leader of that is a great privilege and honor for us, for you to share that with us. And I pursue that this message gets across to as many people as possible through this episode in the Nature's Orbit Torchlight series. Uh, Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you all the best for your further future endeavors to spread the word across,
Thank
spread
you.
the
Thank
education
you
across.
for giving me a chance to come here and talk to you. It was so nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rekha ji. Thank you.